Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman. I hope all of you are doing well. My Rays of Light, my Patreon members, anyone that is from Instagram that follows me here on my YouTube channel. I wanted to take some moment today to actually address what is going on in the nation because it is madness. It is madness. So I know a lot of people are like, Ray, you said that President Trump would be winning the election, and obviously, the results are showing more that Biden looks like to be the winner according to mainstream media. But we all know what mainstream media has done over the last couple of years, but specifically in the year of 2020. Now, I'm not here to give you any kind of conspiracy theories, but rather to put information together so that a lot of people's eyes can be open. I think a lot of people that support, Biden, they may feel at this time victorious, and that they got the bad orange man, as they disrespectfully call our president, out of office. But the fact of the matter is, I would not cry victory as of right now. Anything can change, and I have said that. Now, I want to start off by saying that I was not the only psychic medium to predict that President Trump was going to be re-elected and win this election. There was a lot of other colleagues that also saw the same thing. Prophets, Christian prophets, had prophesied that he would be re-elected as well. However, this is a year where a lot of things did not make sense, right? 2020 was a year of, it's been a year of chaos. It's been a year of just pure fuckery. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. It is, and it's been a shit show. And everything that I have said has come to pass. Everything that I had predicted about this election, that there would be riots, that there would be looting, that there would be pandemonium, and that there would be fraud. And obviously that has taken place as well. I want to take a moment for all of you that are listening out there to take one thing with you out of all of this here, is to stay calm, okay? Do not attack Democrats. Do not attack Republicans. The best thing that we can do right now, our nation is divided. It's in a state of unrest. I still love my Republican Party. I will always support my Republican Party. I don't care if Biden takes office, if that's how God wants it to be. But I'm still supporting President Trump. And I'm not crazy to attack other people because they have their own preference of who they support. And I think this year has brought out so much ugly and so much hate in the heart of men and women across the whole nation. People have accused Trump of being racist. And a lot of people have accused African Americans who support Trump or Latinos for being racist and being dumb as well. That is very sad mentality to have. It's very toxic, and it's the part of the hatred. And if you are one of those people, you are the problem with America. You are not the solution. Because as brothers and sisters, we should stand united and not divided. But obviously, what the other countries wanted, what China wanted, Russia, and all these other places wanted, they're getting. Because we stand undivided right now. We stand divided. Divided. We are not unified at all. And it's very, very sad. I had visions of what would happen. I don't normally talk about that. I won't talk about that on here. This is the YouTube platform, but it's on my Patreon as well. So if you want additional insights as to what's happened with this election, you can go to my Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/psychic medium Ray. I will tell you that the silence is deafening, but I'm not one to back down. And if I'm wrong, I've said it before, I'm wrong. I know a lot of people have a field day with it, but that's okay because no psychic is 100% accurate. But I have several things that I want to talk about because I've seen it. Okay, so the day of the election, actually that night, I kept looking at Google and I kept looking at CNN, but I turned CNN off because I don't like what they stand for and what they put out into the media, into the news. So I was watching Google through and I didn't probably sleep, and I had a photo shoot the next day, so I didn't sleep hardly any on the day of the election, the night of the election into the early morning hours. And I kept seeing everything. And it's like all the lefts, all the states that were in blue that lit up, they kept lighting up blue, and they were declaring prematurely without even 100% of the votes of the ballots being counted. They were already declaring Biden the winner of those states. But then I kept seeing the important states that first were blue, like Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia. All of these were some of them were blue. I think it was Wisconsin and Michigan were primarily blue, and Pennsylvania at one point, and then they flipped red. And right when they flipped red, and we were already like approaching, and mind you, this is the East Coast. This is not the West Coast. We started seeing these states flip back to blue all of a sudden. And then it flipped back to red, and then there was just like a stall in the results. But yet all the other states with electoral college votes were showing as, being tabulated and correct. In the censorship, this is another thing, and I'm going to get back to the point of what I was trying to make here, but my mind is like all over the place because I have so much to say. This has been a year where the big tech companies like, Google, all these news media, mainstream media, big tech companies, they have censored Republican and conservative views and voices. You have to ask yourself, what do you fear and what do you gain by actually controlling the narrative, controlling, and censoring people? I don't even know if this video is going to be viewed by a lot of my rays of light, or they will censor it and delete it. But I'm not throwing any conspiracies out there. I'm just throwing alleged things out there that I want you to think about, okay? So, yeah, this whole year has been censorship left and right, and we have not been able to express. And during the presidential campaign, it is the world that we live in right now. It's a technology-based world, and it's very important for any candidate that's running for office to have some type of presence, whether it's ads running, political ads or whatnot. Throughout this whole campaign, I saw more Biden ads, and maybe because he raised more money or was given more money, whatever, for his campaign. But I didn't see hardly any Trump ads playing on the TV, which is very disconcerting for me because I was like, well, why is this? But back in 2016 when he ran, we did see a lot of those Trump ads, So the times have changed within 4 years. A lot of people, are automatically assuming, oh, I'm tired of Trump. I voted for Biden just to get Trump out of office. And that's a very, very dangerous mentality to have. It is a very sad mentality to have, because if you don't know what Biden stands for or what his policies stand for, and you just vote for someone to be into office, later on you have no room to complain when things are instituted and your taxes go up and other things happen, because again, you were not informed and you just voted for whoever you thought was the best thing. And that's the whole thing, the society that we live in. The pandemic, if it taught us anything, it was to raise our consciousness. But at the same time, hatred actually dilutes your consciousness and it blocks your consciousness. It doesn't allow you to see things from a clear perspective. So in essence, people that were awakened even through the pandemic allowed their hatred to take over at the soul level. And what that did for people was actually a huge disservice to America and a huge disservice to themselves. And it actually lowered their consciousness. Hatred blinds you, but it also lowers your consciousness and your connection to spirit. I had a lot of visions about Trump and what he would do in the next 4 years if he was reelected, and I saw that he was going to be reelected. In fact, the day of the photo shoot, the next day after election, I was coming back home after a long day and no sleep hardly, and in the clouds itself, I saw the red letters Trump, Trump. And God spoke and he said, Trump is the winner of this election, regardless of what it was. He was the winner of this election. But going back to the night of the election, you saw all these other states light up for Biden, and it was almost like the media wanted to um, declare him the winner of this election without even having, all the ballots counted and whatnot. But I noticed that when it came to Trump and these states that were in red, they did not want to declare him the winner of those states. And all of a sudden, these mysterious ballots, these mail-in ballots or absentee ballots, they pop in. And, they, I won't even go into it. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time and energy. I can tell you that, this is allegedly. It is not something that is me sitting here and saying that it's positive, that I'm positive of it, even though I may be, but I can't say that. But I do believe, allegedly again, that there was a lot of fraud that was done in this. Do I believe that there were mail-in ballots that were inserted once they saw the metrics and saw who was winning for a particular party? Yes. Do I believe that ballots for Trump were destroyed and burned? Absolutely. Do I believe that there are other things that have been done that's shady? Again, this is all allegedly, but yes, I do believe, and I stand here even on my channel to this day and believe that Trump is the winner. People can call me delusional. People can call me fake. They can say whatever they want to say, but the fact of the matter is that God spoke and said that Trump was the winner of this election, and it does not surprise me that the way that they are now counting extra ballots and blah, 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 and rejecting the injunctions that have been, or the lawsuits that have been placed so that, voters or actually people that support Trump can go and watch them count and tabulate. Their whole thing is going to be like, it's coronavirus. So I think, I've rambled a lot in this video. I don't want to make it like super long. I think a lot of people are asking me, a lot of rays of light are asking me, and probably people that just don't even support me, but want to know, is Trump, does he have a chance? Because Georgia just flipped red as well. To answer that question, I can just tell you that it's all in God's hands. At this point, I still see that he is the winner, that he did win this election, but it's all going to boil down to, God and whatever God wants for our country. I do pray for America if it is Biden that takes over with Kamala, because I just don't feel like that's a good combination, but that's my own personal view. But if that's the way that God wants it, again, we are no one to question God or question why things happen the way that they do. I will not hate anybody that that voted for them. I do not like that party. But again, it is what it is. We can't, and it's not me like backing down or being a coward or whatnot. There are things that we need to pick and choose our battles. So many Trump supporters right now, and so many people that that are Democrat, excuse me, but now actually support Trump. A lot of people are disillusioned. It's created a lot of heavy energy. You may feel sick, nervous. You may not have, a pit in your stomach, because a lot of people are worried. Essentially, they're worried for many, many reasons. Specifically, if you're a business owner, a lot of people are worried about the future of their business and what policies are going to be instituted in a Biden world if this happens to go in his favor, which is the way that it's looking right now. But just like with the Hillary type of, election and everything, it was unpredictable. She had the popular vote, Trump had the electoral vote. We see it again now in this present time that we are living in now, where they're saying that Biden actually had the popular vote and he had the electoral vote. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I did see visions, and it was confirmed, and I've been saying this, that there would be fraud and that there would be ballots that would be destroyed. Again, this is not factual. It is just me, allegedly, my own opinions, my own insight from spirit that I have seen. I have to state it in that way because, again, YouTube, and I probably won't be able to monetize this video either, which it doesn't matter to me. I'm not worried about that. But I wanted to come on here to talk about it as well. People can say whatever they want to say. Another thing that I wanted to address on here, because so many people are like, well, why did all the celebrities support Trump? Why did, even Hispanic actresses support Trump? Why are all of the celebrities, musicians, actors, actresses supporting Trump so vocally? And I have one thing to say, because they are scared. A lot of people that actually are in the celebrity world do not like Biden. They like Trump. But the problem with it is that we live in a fake world. We live in a very fake world when it comes to Hollywood. And a lot of them are in a society. They know producers that are Democrat that support Biden. So think about it. If they talk bad about Biden, they get blacklisted. And that's a bad thing for your career in that world. It's a lot of sucking up. It's a lot of fakery. It's a lot of people not being authentic. They can sit there behind their mansions and, their luxury and just say, to their voters and to their, followers, go and vote for Biden, because that's the popular thing to do. That is the thing that they want people to do. But do they really believe that themselves? I don't believe so. I believe a lot of them are scared to death to say that they support Trump, because it sounds dirty to them in some way. Because, again, when you equate a Trump supporter in the mind of Hollywood producers and management teams and agents, you could get dropped in an instant. And any actor, I want any actor or actress out there to actually, sit with this if they're looking at my videos. I'm sure that I do have a lot of celebrities that actually look at my videos as well here on my YouTube platform and tell me that I'm lying. Because they know very damn well that I'm not lying, and that is the truth. That is the very much truth. But if you are one of those people that is a celebrity and you have voted for Biden and you've promoted him, even though it went against the grain and morals of your own heart and soul, what does that say about your character? And what is that? That's like selling your soul to the devil in so many ways. It is. And it's sad. It's sad that we live in a society where you cannot have freedom of speech. You cannot support the candidate that you want to support because you are afraid of being blacklisted. Shoot, I've been blacklisted. Blacklisted because I support Trump. A lot of people that were my clients, followers, they have been talking crap about me. Talking crap about me on somebody else's, another reader's channel, which is very, very sad, in the comment section. But I pray for those people. I pray to God that they find peace, etc. A lot of them are fabrications, lies, things that, that this is the perfect opportunity to attack me as a psychic reader, because of the fact that they're going to say, oh, well, Ray was wrong. But the fact is, I know that I wasn't wrong in my heart of hearts. And, I am going to be taking a hiatus probably from this channel for the remainder of this month, because the energy right now is not, I'm not going away. I'm not going anywhere. So don't get it twisted. I will be back. I may be back, and drop a video or two. But for the month of November, I'm going to take some time for myself and take time for my Patreon, and take time for my clients, because I feel like, the YouTube world has become very toxic in some ways. So much toxicity, so many lies, and I think it's good to take a spiritual maintenance from from time to time. I've done this before. It's nothing new, but I feel like it's very important. So I don't want any of my rays of light to freak out or say, Ray, don't go anywhere. Don't delete your channel, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not someone that is backing away because people think that I was wrong. You can think whatever you want to think about me. I don't give two shits about it. I am going to be me, and that is who I am. And I'm just taking a break because right now this is spiritual warfare. It is dark. It's very ugly. It is not going to get any better. And everything that I have predicted is going to eventually happen, I feel like. And it's already happening. With the election itself, they may declare Biden as the winner, but that's going to be disputed. And again, I feel like sometimes, and I said this on my Patreon, I said this, sometimes people that want something so bad, even though it's so wrong and so bad for them, but sometimes when you want something so bad and it's dark, God allows that wish to be fulfilled, because sometimes we have to go through a period of darkness and see that what you wanted the most was actually the worst decision that you could have made in your life. And through that, sometimes you awaken spiritually and consciously as an individual. So, I send big angel hugs to each and every one of you. I want you to know that it is okay to take a mental break for yourself, to process everything. People can say, the liberals will say, oh, these are tears and blah, blah, blah. But no, there is a lot of strength in taking time for yourself. So I ask you to take some time to continue to light a white candle like the one I have back here. Pray to Archangel Michael for justice. Pray to all the warrior angels. The more of us that pray, I do believe in the power of prayer. Things can change. I think a lot of people that may, they may eventually get what they want. It's very possible. Like I said, at this point, I can't tell you who's going to take office in 2021. I want to say it's Trump, but again, he is being attacked. This man has been attacked more, and there are so many people, even in the Republican Party, that are showing their true colors now that he is in this predicament, and they're not wanting to support him. And it says a lot about themselves and where their political affiliations. The thing is here, a lot of people can be bought, and a lot of people have been bought completely. So he's dealing with a lot. The only hope that we have at this point is the Supreme Court. If he takes it to the Supreme Court, that's the only hope that we really have at this point, in any other thing that may transpire. But I will be making the predictions for 2021, probably November, and I may actually wait until December. For whatever reason, because the energy, like I said, right now is not a good energy. It feels very toxic and just very overwhelming for a lot of people. But know that I love you, and I will be back. And if you want to see me, I will be active on my Patreon, which I do make videos about everything. But I felt like I owed it to my fans, to my Rays of Light. You're not just fans to me, you are family to me. And I love and thank you so much for your support. And I know that you're disappointed in the outcome. But again, everything happens for a reason. So don't lose faith. Keep faith. Remember, choose faith over fear. And that's the message that I can leave with you today. All right, guys, I love you so, so much. Many blessings and love and light and big angel hugs. Bye.